Strider. He is an 8-year-old dog, fairly healthy, good condition. However, he does experience some arthritis and some hip issues. And so when working with dogs that have skeletal disorders and or are suffering some of the muscular and joint deteriorations, what we want to do is make sure that their program is just based on kind of a nice, consistent pace. We don't want anything that will be pounding on the joints and or muscles. We simply want to keep them moving, although they may be suffering some muscular issues. We don't want that to be a deterrent for the rest of their health. So there are things that you can certainly do for dogs that experience some of that by giving supplements and or talking to your vet to see if there's anything that they can recommend to alleviate some of the pain that they may be feeling. In Strider's case, it's just mild, so we just keep him at a nice pace. So when you're working with your dog, you always want to kind of be paying attention to facial expressions, and or if it seems like the movement is easier for them at one level to another. Certainly you don't want to overstress the dog from a physical standpoint. Warm-ups, if your dog has been on a treadmill before, can be for about 3 minutes or so before you begin to increase the level of exercise. Okay, this is a perfect example of a dog that's kind of having a little bit of stress on the increase. As I said, although he's experienced on it, he does have moments. You can see by his face that the increase for him needs to be done on a very slow basis. So never go from one speed to a very fast speed unless you know that your dog is very comfortable with that. Come on. That's a good boy. Just going to decrease the speed a little bit to see if we can get him reacclimated and more comfortable. It's not about how fast they can go. Come on, buddy. Strider worked out yesterday, so he may actually be experiencing a little bit of soreness. So we'll just keep him on a nice low level. After your dog is done working out, it's a good idea to give them a quick little rub down after they cool down on the treadmill. What you want to do is simply stretch out their muscles and their limbs. You don't want to go any further than what is comfortable for the dog. Certainly any dogs that have any skeletal muscle disorder, then you want to be very, very careful with how much pressure you're going to put on the joint and the muscles. Don't think that if you just stretch them really hard that it's going to loosen them up any more, particularly when you're working with dogs that have arthritis. It is what it is. The best you can do is try to help ease any of the inflammation and or discomfort that they may have. So the idea is to alleviate that and not actually cause more. So when you're stretching your dog out, you always want to work close to the body and just simply stretch out their muscles. Good boy. He's a limp noodle. In Strider's case, because he does have some issues in the rear, we want to certainly make sure that we work cautiously and gently with him. He does tend to like his rub in his rear leg and in his lower back section here. This is where it caught. And once they're done, again, depending upon how bad your dog is, you certainly want to roll them over so that you could get both sides, right, Mr. Boy? Both sides, yes. Oh yeah, that's good. If they want to stretch their muscles out, go ahead and let them. Again, we're just rubbing it down just to get that blood. Huh. All done? He's a good boy. All right.